stage requires a seat to be reclined. I find the easiest way to do this is if I put my leg or my knee on the seat, because it's not bolted into the car, so it's going to keep tipping over every time you try it. Press the reclining handle and then recline it. Now this hasn't been reclined for a long time. You can hear the noise that's making. So what I'll do while it's on its back there, just use a bit of this and I'll just spray inside there. So I've just sprayed inside the pivot on it. I'm going to have to glue something onto here now, so I don't want glue going all over my bench. So I'll get a piece of cardboard underneath. So in the kit that you get, it comes with a piece of hessian. That piece of hessian is to go over the top of the webbing. So that goes over the top of there like that. Now the reason that goes on there is if you put your foam straight on top, this webbing will cut through the foam and you'll end up with it falling through. So your seat will end up collapsed again. So what I do with this now is put the hessian on, fold it back on itself, get a spray glue, stick that down. If you let go of this, it will tip back, so again, keep supporting it. Right, so there's your hessian on the frame. You're finished with this for the time being, so put this to one side. So the next stage now is a seat foam. So you need the seat foam, get it on your bench, and the cover. So that's your seat cover, and there's your seat foam. You'll notice a recess in this. Not all of them have this, some of them have a piece of fabric on the back of here that pull through a slot in the foam. This one doesn't. So the easiest way now to work on this is to turn this inside out. So what you need to do is get, if you look at the seam and the foam, and you need to line the seam up around the foam. So what we're going to do next is glue this middle piece in. So once you've got it all lined up all the way around, check it, double check it, because once you've glued it, there's no going back from that. Put your hand on the centre, so you've got that recess, put your hand in the centre of it, or just back from the centre. Fold the fabric back. Get your spray glue and spray inside that recess there on both surfaces, so on the foam and on the fabric, on the back of the fabric. As long as you haven't moved that hand and you haven't let that cover move, it's all centralised. Press it down. Once you've glued the front part, come to the back, fold it back on itself again. press it down. So that now is your cover fixed to the foam. But your most important thing is, before you've glued that, you've made sure that that seam is on the edge all the way round. Pick the frame back up. So now, fitting this slides on here, but what you need to do is, it's going to go on centralised, so that this is central. What you don't want is it over to one side like that, because if you don't have that lined up, it just looks wrong. So make sure it's lined up. You can see on here how much the foam's overhanging the front of the frame. You only want that overhanging by about 1 inch. You don't want any more than that. So if you bang the front of it, it starts to move backwards. So again, coming around the back, if you look here, you can see the cover starting to come through. That's the back of the seat cover. Once it comes through like that, you can pull it. You can pull on the cover and the foam. Once you've got it through and it feels about 1 inch at the front, double check your alignment on the pattern, which it's gone out a bit, so pull it over. Okay, so now, if you look at that, that's overhanging the front by about 1 inch on the frame. Spray glue again. I can lift the foam up. So you've lifted the foam like that, pressing it backwards so it doesn't come out. Get glue in there. Pressing the foam down now onto the hessian where I've just glued it. So start in the corner, one corner, whichever way you want. If you hold the piping, so I've got inside here where this seam is, I've got my fingers on this piping. So if you hold that against the foam, pull it down. Turn the seat round, do exactly the same on here, so pull it into place on the corner of the foam, holding the piping with this other hand, and pull it down. We're now at a stage of fixing this seat on. Now they do recommend, they do suggest that what you do is you put glue on this frame here and on the fabric. Again, that's entirely optional. I've never had any need to do that. The only time I would ever put glue on the frame while I'm pulling the fabric down is if I haven't got enough clips on it. If you've got enough clips, I don't see any reason why you should have to do that. I've never done it in the past, so for the sake of buying some extra clips, you might as well just do that. So what I'm going to do is, you need to make sure this is all tight, but not just tight, but even. You want it even. So I'm going to put 4 clips on the front here. You will find the clips won't go where the fasteners are for the webbing, so you have to put them to one side or the other on that. So using these circular tubular clips, I'm going to get them on. They are a bit difficult. So this is where I've got it on like that. Just having a little hammer. So again, looking at that, making sure that's nice and straight. Now all the front's done. Kept it all nice and straight, nice and tight. Clips are on. Turn it onto its side. Starting at the front here, I'm going to fold this to get round this leg again. Pull it down. Get a clip on there. Tidy up the back corner here. So you need it to look a bit tidy. Pull it down. Clip on there. Tuck that corner and make that look a bit tidier there. So that tucks up inside there. So now I've got one on the front and one on the back. I need to put two more evenly spaced on the sides. Again, pulling it, keep an eye on this piping on the side. You want it nice and straight. Pull it. Hold it in position. Get a clip on it. Come down here. That's the side done. This is what I was saying about the piping. Keep it nice and straight. So if you turn the seat over now, so it's upside down, this back edge, this is the fabric on the back, that needs securing now. So again, it's just done with these tubular clips. The piping on the sides, tuck it in above the frame. Fabric, pull it here, pull that one, suck the fabric in, get a frame clip again, or tube clip, two more, and you've got a seat. So in this video I've shown you how to do this from start to finish. It's quite simple with these pre-made covers. The only thing I would say, if ever you're going to buy pre-made covers, don't just go by the price. So many times I've seen it where people have bought the cheapest of the cheap fitted covers and they don't fit. I end up having to modify them to fit. These ones have been a good fit, so I'll show you how to do it now. So go off and get your own car done.